All right, Tev, it had been a long time since you guys have played a Big Sky game. It felt like when you come out and do it in dominating fashion tonight. Just walk me through this game from your perspective.
We knew it was going to be a tougher game. And in practice, we were preparing for that, things like that. And I think we did a good job of following the game plan and executing on offense, executing on defense, and the game just came to us. So good win.
What was the biggest motivating factor for you guys coming into this game?
That we get to play. It being so long and everything just so guaranteed this year, it seems like. So we were just happy to play, honestly.
Yeah. I know the first half, you guys started hot in offense, but they started hot in offense too. But there's a kind of a patch there where you guys clamped down defensively and went on a big run and got stops. What was that like from you guys' perspective?
I think it was good, having that energy, keeping the foot on their necks, things like that. And I think that really helped us build on that lead and continue to score.
Yeah, we knew we couldn't keep going back and forth trading buckets, so we just, it was a mindset. We just decided we were going to get stops, and that's what we did.
Yeah, you guys really filled it up tonight. Shot something like 66% from the field for a while there and 65% from three. Talk about what was working for you guys on offense. I know you've been saying that shots have been falling in practice all season, but what did it feel like for you guys tonight to go out and really pour it in?
Yeah, I think it was mostly moving the ball, finding the open guy, and that open guy hitting that shot. So, just those countless hours in the gym, putting in that work, and it pays off.
Piggyback off that, we got a lot of trust in everybody who's out there on that floor. We make extra passes, do step up with confidence, hit the shots.
You guys have 44 team rebounds tonight. What's it like when you win that rebound battle? I know it makes it easier on you guys to win a game like this.
I love winning the rebound battle because it just shows that we were just tougher, and we know it's going to be a dogfight on Saturday because they pride themselves on how tough they are too. But we just got to bring it again. The rebounding battle is huge, so I'm glad we won that.
Tev, you came out in the second half. They hit a couple threes, but you come right back. You don't even flinch. What was that like from your mentality perspective? And you're finally getting to play a Big Sky game again.
Mm-hmm.
What was it like just pulling the trigger?
Yeah, I just try to stay poised, throughout the whole game. Not letting them, not letting that one little three that they make, build into another one. Not letting them get on no run, and just staying calm. And it worked. So.
In this part of the season, I guess how do you guys feel where the dynamic is the offense? Obviously, we play two lower class schools, you score over 100, but in a game like this, it's a Big Sky school, you're shooting really well. How does it feel where the offense is right now?
It's clicking at a high level, I still, just like we talked about previously, it's still defense. We got to keep making strides. I think that was the first game I felt that was a good defensive game for us. So we just got to build off of that, and the offense will be fine. We've been doing that all year. So.
Yeah, Tev, it seemed like you had special intensity tonight, especially on defense early in the game. Saw you clapping, getting to passing lanes and things. And then after that flagrant foul, it seemed like you really turned things on. Can you talk about what you brought tonight? Was it something unique? Did that foul motivate you at all, or what was going through your head tonight?
Well, I knew it was a big game for us, so I knew I needed to bring that type of energy and things like that, and so and I think that my teammates kind of fed off that too, and so when they see me doing things like that, we all comes together. So.
Any adjustments you guys want to make to it before Saturday?
Stay locked in. Just try to duplicate what we did tonight. Fix a few mistakes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Tev, I've gotten a feel for the conference now, having played against a few of the opponents, and you were leading the league in scoring for a while there. Just curious where you kind of see yourself among other elite players in this conference. What's the competition like for you, especially coming from a bigger school?
Yeah, I just stay humble, work, and I let my work speak for me. So,
okay.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. All right, Coach. If you'd just like to start with an opening statement about the contest, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, as proud of the guys' effort. We've been hungry to get back on the floor. You just don't know after such a long times between league games what you're going to have. But we played how we practiced. We've had nothing but great practices, great enthusiasm, and sharing the ball. And these guys enjoy playing with each other, and that leads to the ball going through the hole, which is what happened today.
Both teams started hot. You guys were going back and forth. And Dre was saying you can't win like that. You got to make stops. And you guys really clamped down. I guess the latter part of the second half, or the first half, that is.
Mm-hmm.
What was it like defensively as a coaching staff trying to get those guys to get stops?
Yeah, after the first 10 minutes, I thought we did a great job the last 30 minutes defensively and sticking to the game plan. And you know, they're making shots, and you got to give them credit, and making some contested ones and all that good stuff. But they're a good team. That's a team that is you know, tough to beat. They're tough to beat. They play a style that's tough to get up and down on, and you know, luckily for us, we were finding the open man. I think that was the difference.
Yeah, Coach, you've talked all season about how, you know, shots have been falling in practice, but maybe that hasn't been manifesting in games. You scored more three-pointers tonight than you have in any other game this season. Can you talk about what it felt like for you to see those shots going down, to kind of see your work coming to fruition?
Yeah, you know, we've turned into, you know, we're a top 40 team in the nation in making threes per game, and we've always we haven't had those real spikes. We just kind of stay across the board, and you know, I think we average 9-10 threes a game, something like that, which is, you know, right, you know, high amount. And for us to shoot 52 from three, it says that we're selective. We're shooting the right ones, and that's probably the biggest thing for us right now is we're really finding open guys, and guys are getting really quality catch and shoot threes, and you know, that's a huge deal. But we have so many great attackers that keeping all the shooters on the floor, it makes us very hard to guard.
Yeah, and I guess at this point, I don't know if I asked you this so far this season, but I mean, this is basically a reverse of what you were last year. You know, sometimes you struggled last year to score points, but this year, you know, you're hitting 13 threes a game. You're staying that consistent. Is it easier to coach a team defensively or offensively?
Yeah, you know, like last year's team, you know, that's the side of the ball that I just think is non-negotiable, and we just drew a line in the sand and said, this is what we're going to be. We're going to go all in on it, and we didn't have a lot of shooters on our roster. So, you know, as we build this roster here in year 5, now we had the luxury of kind of having the culture in place that we're going to be a team that gets grimy and gets stops and has toughness. And now you can kind of add those pieces in, and that's kind of where we're at as a program. So now, you know, at any given time, you know, we're doing a lot of situational subbing. We might have a whole shooting package on the floor out of a timeout. We might have a defensive lineup on the floor at a timeout. And so we got a lot of parts, and it makes it a lot of fun.
Yeah, Coach, you faced one of the top scorers in the conference tonight in Ethan Esposito. He got 12 in the first half, and then only 2 in the second. Actually didn't play much at all. Can you talk about what you guys did to shut him down, and just what worked in general on defense tonight?
Yeah, I mean, we were just going to make everything tough for him, make sure he felt a lot of hands. You know, he's such a good isolation player that you know, we were just going to try to make it real crowded for him. And you know, we got a lot of length, and guys fly around pretty well, and that makes it tough down there. And but I was proud of the guys in the glass. I really challenged them on the glass, you know, and I think it's going to be a war on Saturday. But they, you know, we're an elite rebounding team. You know, I think we're 9th in the nation in rebounding margin at this point, and you know, and that's kind of part of our identity. And I thought our guys did a good job of stepping up to the challenge, because that worried us with Sac State.
Most of the major contributors tonight, aside from Ivan, but I mean, he was pretty good defensively, were scoring players tonight. I mean,
Yeah.
When you have the offense flowing in a rhythm that you have where anyone can score, what's it like just because you mentioned the difference from last year to this year, where you have the rhythm offensively, you can pick and choose who you want to score.
There's no question. I mean, you got to pick your poison, and you know, I think we can get deep down the roster with scorers. You know, even beyond the guys that filled it up today. So, yeah, that makes it fun. That makes it fun when stuff works offensively.
And how much better has John gotten as a passer as the season's gone on?
I mean, he's you know, last year one of the challenges for him, he was so good at collapsing the defense, but we didn't have a lot of shooting on the floor, so that floor got real shrunk, and those same passes were there, but the shots weren't going in, so you didn't get the assists. Now, obviously, I think he's close to leading the league in assists, and that's kind of who he is. I mean, when he's playing like that, you got to pick your poison, because he can finish at the rim, or he can go create one for somebody else. So he's playing spectacular.
Yeah, Coach, Tev had another great game, really efficient, and also pouring in those 24 points. Sometimes it seems like he has ease unlike anyone else on the court. He gets to the basket so easy, gets three-pointers off. Can you talk about what bringing a dynamic talent like that has brought to the team this season, and how that might maybe change your ceiling this year?
There's no question. I mean, Tev gets 20 and falls out of bed. I mean, he's a natural born scorer, and a big thing for us was just let's become as efficient as he can, and he's done that. Now he's really added that attack package to his game, which makes him impossible because he can lift up. He's 6'7", you know, he can get to the rim. You know, he sees the floor. You know, that's something that he really does a good job of. And you know, when he's getting 7 defensive rebounds, those turn into points the other way in transition.